Do you still strip mine in Minecraft 1.21? If so, please stop. I spent hours building this giant mine and still refuse to use it because it's just so much easier to get diamonds in caves now.
Oh no. Oh!
Well, if you can handle the occasional Enderman attack, that is. But overall, today's episode, surprisingly chill. I add not one, but 2 new buildings to the base. Enjoy minecarts a bit too much. And develop a god complex? Me? Bad at exploring caves? I feel like I could easily take on that Ender Dragon or wherever it is. Anyway, ready to dig in? Like into the cave? Okay, let's start. Oh, nice to see you here. I've been doing some farming, the usual stuff. Nothing really changed much since the last time we saw each other. Oh, but I've built this little area over here for some mud and clay farming. Cool, isn't it? The design isn't mine though, the link to it will be in the description. And yeah, as for the rest, nothing really happened. You know, same old, same old. And as for today... Oh, that wasn't here before? Could that be Steve's doing? Yeah, that's him alright. Let's see. Diamond Dream.
Hey, you. So busy you didn't even notice this mailbox pop up, huh? I saw you snag your first diamond. What do you say we get you some more? You could risk a cave dive, but we both know how good of a fighter you are. Instead, why not dig your own mine? Might take longer, but hey, no creepers. Remember to dig at Y level -50 at least. That's where the blue shine truly starts showing. Can't wait to see you flex that armor, kid. Steve.
Wow, digging a whole mine and gathering enough diamonds for a full set? I thought today was supposed to be a chill day. Anyway, time to put my brain to work. I thought that this little spot here would be perfect for mine, but after some consideration, yeah, no. I think this place would be so much better for that. And as for that second cave, let it stay abandoned or whatever. Adds to the lore, right? And so I needed to prepare myself for another building project. Knowing full well there is a ton of mining ahead of me, I figured the smartest move would be to hunt down some diamonds and finally craft myself a diamond pickaxe. Naturally, that meant going caving. And before you even ask, yes, I went digging for diamonds so I could build a proper mine, which purpose would be to dig more diamonds. At some point I stumbled across something. I honestly have no idea what kind of a structure it was. We will have to come back here eventually. But moving on, I also found a second cave nearby, even bigger than the first. I picked up a ridiculous amount of resources in there. I also had to deal with an insane number of mobs. But I made it out alive, sprinted back home, smelted all the loot, and here we are. Enjoy the birth of my little god complex. And after my little excursion to the caves, this is what we ended up with. Yes, see? What do you have to say now, Steve, huh? Me? Bad at exploring caves? Nah-uh. And I didn't die a single time. If that isn't impressive, then I don't know what is. Now, to celebrate my little victory, I think we should make ourselves my first ever diamond tool. And of course, what else could it be but a diamond pickaxe? And I'll admit it, diving into caves for diamonds is fun and all, But sometimes you just want a peaceful dig in a nice monster-free zone to get those shiny bluestones, you know? That's why I'm still gonna build this mine. Even though I already managed to gather a pretty decent amount of diamonds with the other method. But first, let's go to sleep. I'm not gonna start building when it's night outside. Morning came quickly and I was motivated to get to work. Let's get our hands dirty. Being smart about things, I placed down this temporary barrel to dump all my building materials. First things first, I put up the pillars to mark out the size of the entrance. Then, I shaved the roof trim and, surprisingly, it all came together super smoothly. No headaches, no redoing. It was a miracle, really. After that, I turned the pillars into a kind of an archway to make the whole thing feel more sturdy. I threw in some birch details too, because we're in the birch forest. Duh. And then the roof got filled with something new this time, a mix of deep slate and basalt. I don't really know how to explain this properly, but I want more important buildings like my house, the bee sanctuary, or the greenhouse to stand out, you know? Look fancy, unique. But boring stuff like the mines, I would like them to have a simpler color palette and not scream, I'm here, if that makes sense. Anyway, I added some foliage to make the entrance feel a little more natural, took care of the path around it, and then I had a brilliant idea. Add a ladder for easier access back to my house.
Huh?
Then I moved on to the main focus of the build, the railings. It was my first time working with redstone, but so far so good. With that, the entrance was pretty much done. Next step was digging out the inside. I decorated the area like it was a semi-abandoned mine. You know, the kind that gets visited maybe once a month. Because that's probably how often I will bother coming down here. Yup, safe to say, I quite like it. So now it is time for digging down. The digging down took some time, alright? But more importantly, it almost took away my treasured tool. As you can see, my pickaxe is almost entirely gone, and as such, I need to go back to the surface. It's gonna be a long walk. And if I were to guess, I would say that I will use in total approximately 3, maybe 4 diamond pickaxes for this mine. But, oh well, I can always be wrong. I decided that I'm gonna store this diamond pickaxe as a memoir of sort, because, you know, it's our first diamond tool. And since we already have our first wooden tool, first stone sword, we don't have an iron tool, but that's okay. We're gonna have diamond pickaxe. Maybe one day I'll make a sort of a museum for all those artifacts. Who knows? Maybe, maybe not. For now, let's get to work. I crafted a new pickaxe and headed back down. But not before adding one more barrel for storage. The amount of blocks was getting out of control real quick. Back on track, I figured out how powered rails work, placed them all over the place. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, pretty good. And had the most fun in a while. Let's test this thing out. Yup, it works perfectly. To extend the mine tracks all the way down, I needed way more rails. And there went all my gold. Oh, hurts. I dug down all the way to the deep slate, and trust me when I say it, it took a while, alright? But once I was at my desired Y level, it was time for a reward ride. Whee! Oh. Yay! With that done, I moved on to a more brain-stimulating task. Hello. At least for me, which was making the mine look more amazing. I put up support beams with lanterns every few blocks. threw in some fencing to make the walls feel less empty, and those stairs. I don't know, they're just here. Then I also mixed in some texture on the walls. On higher levels, diorite, granite, and cobblestone. On lower levels, one of my favorite newer blocks, tuff. Oh, and I also found some diamonds in the process. Heck yeah! Finally, I decorated everything with a bunch of leaves, vines, glowberries, and all that good stuff. Just like that, the road was finished. But wait, that's not all. I still had to come up with 2 more areas. I planned 2 pit stops, one for higher level mining like iron, coal, and the second one, of course, for the diamonds. It all came together quite quickly. I even threw in some furnaces and chests, just in case I need to smelt or store items on the go. Now it was truly all finished. How about you and I go for a little ride? I truly want you to soak in the overgrown mine vibes. Yeah, that, exactly. Oh, and here we have to change minecarts to go lower. It's kinda like, you know, changing trains in real life. Good thing there are no timetables in Minecraft. And we are on the lower level. Between the 2 mine levels, not sure which one I like more. Maybe you have a favorite? Let me know in the comments. Meanwhile, I will try to see whether I can get any iron using the branching method. As such, I began digging. But it wasn't long before I ran into a huge problem. Hi everyone, it's Iva from the future. Well, technically, past me ran into 2 problems. One worse than the other. First off, my audio gone. I think I messed with some setting that made my recording program completely ignore the mic. So the rest of this video is gonna be covered by me, the narrator. But don't worry, it's still gonna be fun and I will surely be keeping a much closer eye on that from now on. And the second problem, oh, that you can see for yourself. I wasn't placing torches. Okay, I'm sorry, but I have to say it. It just looks so funny when I just turn around quietly. Like I did not bat an eye at all, but in reality, believe me, I was screaming. Anyway, I grabbed a bow and cautiously took care of the parasites. No, 1 parasite to be exact. Wanna know where the other one is? In a freaking cart on the diamond level. Please enjoy this short material I found while trying to figure out what happened. This little snort got a free ride while I was gearing up. I swear, these creepers are gonna make me wanna quit one day. After all that mess, I tried to test the mine, but honestly, I had no patience left for the day, so I gave up after just a few minutes. What? Don't look at me like that. I nearly got scared to death, okay? But if mining was off the table for today, I had to come up with something else. All that digging left my inventory pretty much overflowing. It was definitely time to build a proper storage hut at my base. Trust me, you do not want to see what my chests look like. I decided to build it here, since it's close to everything and would nicely fill in that awkward little plot of land. The catch was, I had to be super precise. There wasn't much space left. I started by placing cobblestone blocks to mark out the maximum size I could work with. Then I sketched a rough outline of the building. I know it might look a little funky right now, but it makes sense to me, so trust the process. Then came in the walls, already with some texture, and also some fence beams on the sides for extra detail and roof support. I threw in a few garden plots here and there, and then it was time for the roof. However, I stuck with the same style as the mine entrance, so that part wasn't too hard. Yay! The slope, this shape here, was pretty much identical, and so were the birch accents and deep slate filling. Nothing really too complicated. And I liked it, but at one point I noticed something was off. But don't worry, I fixed that later and make everything look nice and symmetrical. Now that the outside was somewhat done, it is time for the inside. And I won't bore you with the details. It's just a storage hut after all. Chests, a little smelting area. Nothing too special. I mean, what else could possibly be in there? Oh my god. You have to say, I have the best ideas. It's an abandoned attic with a twist. We will see if I regret that decision in the future. As for the actual storage, I labeled all the chests, and here, I will give you some more quick shots of how the inside looks like. It's pretty compact, so if I ever need more space, I can just expand the ladder downwards and dig out another floor. For now, it will do just fine though. I immediately put my new storage to good use and finally dumped all those blocks into their proper containers. That freed up 6 whole chests in my house. Perfect for storing more valuable resources from the mines. While I was at it, I connected both the storage hut and the mine entrance to the main path running through the base. With that done, I was ready for the final challenge of the day, getting myself that diamond armor. But, to be honest, I felt like exploring. I know. I just built a mine, and I will use it in my free time. But let's be real, you probably don't want to watch me dig a straight tunnel for the rest of the episode. So off I went in search of a cave. I came across a few, but this one was particularly promising. And it rewarded me quicker than I thought. What's more, that cave was huge. Now, if I had the audio from my microphone, this part would have been pure gold. But even though I don't, I still want to make this part fun. So here's the plan. I'm going to chop up the footage and reenact everything with a live voiceover. You ready to hear how it sounds when you don't prepare what to say beforehand? 3, 2, oh my god, 1. And we're in. Welcome! Oh, we have some diamonds. And we have some company. Now we're fighting said company. But we're doing pretty good, aren't we? Oh no, we have 3 hearts. Please eat something. Okay, we're okay. That's a lot of mobs though. Oh, and a diamond. More diamonds. Oh, more fighting. That's dangerous, isn't it? And the baby zombie! What? Oh! And a spawner. We have a spawner. What's in the chest? Oh, a name tag! Oh, and we have 2 discs. I don't think we have the green one at home. Oh, and a diamond horse armor! Oh, now we're bullying the Enderman. I almost feel bad. Almost. Quit staring, scary guy. And he's gone. More diamonds. Oh, more Endermen. Oh, that looks... Oh no! Oh! Wow. Did you see that shield block? That was pure skill, really. And I think I'm trying to say that we have enough for an armor if we combine what we have at home. Oh yes, finally I can give the mic back to narrator Eva. Bye bye guys! I'm never doing this again. Hi, welcome back! Feel free to let me know what you think about that little commentary just now. In the meantime, it's a good thing my survival skills are better than my spontaneous talk. That 1.5 minute cave dive you just watched, in reality, it took over an hour. And somehow, I'm still alive. We got plenty of resources and most importantly, we finally have enough diamonds for a full set. First though, let's check out that new disc we found. Please, oh please, let it be less creepy than the last 2. Okay. That's so fun! Alright, back to business. I put the rusty iron armor on the stand and then it was time. Time to blind everyone with the glow of my brand new sparkle suit! Oh, and this is also about when I fixed my microphone. Also, if you remember my previous superiority complex flare-up, well, buckle up, this one goes even harder. I got my beautiful diamond armor, and safe to say, I feel invincible! I conquered that cave like a boss and did not die a single time. Like, that's Steve. You did not believe I could be that brave. No, I feel like I could easily take on that Ender Dragon or wherever it is. It can't be that hard, can it?
You have to be kidding me. What do I do with that kid?
As for what I'm gonna do now, well, maybe I should test out that mine a bit more. Let's go! Bye! No, wait, I have to sum up the episode real quick. So today's focus has been all on mining. First, I built this little mine right next to my house, though I haven't really put it to use yet, but I certainly will off camera. Then I made a responsible decision to set up a storage hut so that my items are at least a bit less scattered all around the base. Finally, we went on a big adventure to do some caving and collect enough diamonds to craft my very first diamond armor. It really does feel like a level up from the iron one. I am sure grateful that Steve stopped his burglary tendencies and set up this mailbox instead. Though, I wonder, what's his impression of the mine? And to you watching this, thank you so much for checking in. I really appreciate every single one of you. Consider leaving a like or a comment or even a sub if you're eager for more of my content. It really means more than you can imagine. Remember, stay kind, stay awesome, and I will see you in the next adventure. Aiba, logging off!